And welcome to Blackwater D&D DM Roulette, where we let a little bit of chaos rule our day. How are we all doing tonight? We're going to have a good time playing some DM Roulette. I hope you're all wonderful out there in chat. We have some amazing guests with us tonight. And why don't we go through and let them introduce themselves? So starting off with Weston, could you introduce yourself and tell the folks who you are, where to find you and whatnot?
Absolutely not.
Fair enough.
And that's our show.
Hi, everyone. My name is Weston. Online, I'm known as Arcane Anthems. I write free RPG music for the community. I've currently written 5 TTRPG albums full of license-free music that you can use in whatever the heck you want. So whatever projects you want to use, you can use my music in. In addition, today, I just released a brand new D&D cover song with Ginny D called Win You Over. It's available on streaming.
So
it is probably one of the most favorite things that I've ever done. So I am very, very excited, and I would love it if you would go check out Win You Over, featuring Ginny D. Just look up Arcane Anthems, and it's on whatever streaming platform you're on.
Y'all, it is a bop. It's so good. Weston, we're so stoked to have you here. Thank you so much for agreeing to come on the show. We're so happy to have you.
Absolutely. I'm stoked to be here. So let's roulette some DMs.
Amazing. And Winter.
Yes. Hello. I am Mistress Winter. I can be found on most social media platforms at Mistress Winter. I am a longtime GM and storyteller. Currently, I am a player in a Coyote and Crows story over on Cyber Nation Uncensored. And I run a Monster Hearts game called Graffitied Hearts on Heroes and Hooligans.
I love both of those games so very much. And I am, when you agreed to be on the show, my heart was all aflutter because I love everything that you do online. And I'm so happy to have you here, Winter. Thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Thank you for inviting me. This is a real honor.
Oh, my pleasure. My pleasure.
And last but not least, Jay. Hello.
Me?
That's you.
I'm just a guy on the internet. My name's Jay. I go by Swole Initiative on the social medias, primarily Instagrams, and and I stream some games and things over on my Twitch channel, Swole Initiative Network, with a whole host of other awesome people that make me look really good, which is about to fall flat in its face tonight.
It's like, the true test. The true test.
But yeah, I'm a theater kid dropout and ex national level powerlifter, and I've been a strength coach for years. But fantasy lover and things, and I feel like I'm just putting words in front of my face and hoping that I find the rest of the sentence as I go. And so I'm gonna end
good warm up for tonight.
Yes.
Honestly, I think for the first time ever on Blackwater D&D, everyone's like, I've been growing this beard for a while and people compliment it occasionally, but I think for the first time ever, I'm being completely outbearded by like such a long measure. It's you put me to shame, sir. You put me to beard shame.
Oh man, it's not a beard measuring contest. It's
I shall go and shave
not it. Not yet, it's not.
Not yet. And Jay, I want to say a huge thank you to you and like the folks over at Swole Initiative. Y'all have been so supportive of us over here at Blackwater, and especially with our 2 finales, y'all came in and had trusted us with your audiences. So thank you so much for being here. I love all of you as creators so much. So anytime I get an excuse to hang out with fantastically talented people, I say yes, please, and get them on one of my shows. So, Adam, speaking of which, what are we doing tonight, Adam?
Oh, a little bit of DM roulette. DM roulette is somewhat what's the one? Is it masochistic? Yeah, it's masochistic. Somewhat masochistic DMing experience that us at Blackwater came up with, where everyone gets the turn at being the DM and all of the players also get to play all the different characters. It's wild. It's chaotic. It's like musical chairs, but for D&D. And hopefully everyone has fun, but hopefully everyone leaves changed just a little bit from this experience because it's intense. It's a lot. And I usually end the night like out of breath and sweaty because it's just like I've run a marathon of D&Ding. There's a few rules to go through. So the way it works is every 15 minutes, the DM switches. So Tim will be starting us off tonight, and then after Tim, it will be me, and it will go down the line, rotating through. Everyone gets a turn at being DM. But there are other ways for that to change. So it's every 15 minutes, or every natural one also makes a rotation happen. Or if chat puts 1,000 bits in the chat, we will see a rotation. And if you're like, cool, I get to interact, I get to change the scope of the adventure that we are seeing tonight, that's not the only way you can do so. For 100 bits, you can give a D20 to the player of your choice. Those D20s stack until the next roll. So if, say, Tim gets 500 bits donated to him, he will have 500 dice. 500 dice.
Let's just break the game entirely.
It's over 400.
The most of the night is spent us just rolling D20s over and over again. No, it'll be 5 D20s and then the regular D20 that he would roll for a check. Anyway, so he would have quintuple advantage. Roll 6 dice, take the best result. If any of those dice are natural ones, they don't count towards a rotation. It's just the final result of the die counts for a rotation. For 1,000 bits, you can rotate the DM, as previously discussed. For 3,000 bits, you can drop a Wand of Wonder in the player of your choice's hands. That player then specifies 3 targets for the wand to go off, and then the wand goes off 3 times at random. So it's usually chaotic. Player characters often die. It's fun. It's good times. And then for 10,000 bits, you can drop a deck of many things in a player's hand, a player of your choice. They immediately pull a card, and the last 2 deck of many things in a row that have been chosen both pulled the wish. So
yes,
like if you want to see absolute, literally the last 2 DM roulettes have ended because they pulled wish. One of them was like, go get MacGuffin from thing, and the person got a wish and went, I wish for MacGuffin in hand, and it did it.
And then we ended the show. Everyone. It was great.
They solved the riddle. It was
fantastic.
They solved the MacGuffin riddle. It happened immediately, and it's a great time. So that is all the ways that you can interact with this chaotic experience. You can throw your hat into the ring as chat and make a little mark on the evening. I feel like I'm missing something, but my brain is very mushy because I've been doing a lot of planning for the interim campaign. So if I've missed anything, please
well,
please
you
cover
haven't
for
missed,
me and
you
make
haven't
me
missed
look
anything, but I am going to do a couple announcements while we all get our brains together. So I would like to say a big thank you to our sponsors, Legendcraft, a nerdy woodworking company from Calgary. Check them out, and if anything tickles your fancy, enter the code Blackwater at checkout for a discount. We are also proud to be sponsored by Sirenscape because epic games require epic sound. We also have an amazing partner in Legend Keeper. Legend Keeper is the ultimate world building tool created by DMs for DMs. You can use it to create comprehensive wikis and atlases with its custom nature specific pieces for your players that they can see and allow for real-time collaboration. There are no limits on storage with its easy to use interface, and it is so lovely to use. And if you want a really great example of doing that, you can come check out our world building streams with Adam on Saturdays, as well as Faye, our wonderful lovely guest player on our interim campaign, because she is using it right now for her homebrewing world, which is delightful. And you can type !Legend Keeper in the chat for all of that info. Love as always to our campaign artist Tiana Kovacevic. You can find her at miss._Marson on Instagram. And we're also very excited to announce that we have a new dice sponsor, and I keep teasing you with it, and you're just gonna have to wait because campaign 2 is we just lost Winter.
Winter,
oh no, we just lost Winter. Oh no,
Winter, come back.
Winter will be coming back. We are
Winter, where have
we will
you
figure out.
gone?
I'm going to keep going with announcements, and I am sure Winter will be back ASAP.
Where are you, Winter?
She's
Wait,
coming.
that's
She's
not-
coming.
that's not
She's
the
coming
same-
back.
that's not the same thing.
It's close. It's close. You can keep singing. It's totally fine. We also have merch, Discord, and YouTube. Our YouTube is meticulously curated by myself with over 1,700 hours of content. Please go hang out on our YouTube. Follow us on YouTube. It's a delightful time. A big thank you to those of you who subscribe to us. Don't forget to re-up your Amazon Prime, Twitch Prime subscriptions because they do not roll over, but regular subscriptions do. So awesome. Thank you so much. If you'd like to support our show above and beyond, you can type exclamation point donate in the chat, or you can just use those bits to influence tonight. Just that's what you should do instead. Our programming this week, of course, this is one of our Wednesday Wonder shows. We are going to be back on Saturday with Adam doing some world building, but we will have pre-recorded our session for Halloween because yes, we will be streaming our interim campaign episode 4 on Monday on Halloween. So after you're done all of your trick-or-treating, you can come hang out with us. Will we be in costume? Yes, I will be because I've been in costume every friggin' week. So
the Saturday world building session may start at 8:30.
Yes, that's
rather
correct.
than the regular 8 p.m. time.
Because we have an important meeting.
We have meetings to attend. Also,
We have-
Jay, I appreciate what you're doing right now
Real
to stay
commitment
in
to
frame. That's good
to the
stuff.
Committing,
Winter is
man.
popping back in, and we will get this happening. And I'm almost done with our announcements here. There she is. She's back. No
It's all
problem
good.
in the slightest.
Right in time.
Happens.
Campaign 2 is on its way. I've been having lots of messages about, hey, Em, when is campaign 2 coming? Well, buckle up your butts. We're going to have some very exciting announcements for it's coming very, very quickly. So our interim campaign at the Edge of All Things has been extended until the end of November with 3 extra sessions, making it an 8-session campaign. And so good. We have lots of amazing things in the works for campaign 2. Very, very excited to have you along for the ride with us. So whether you are new with us tonight or you have been with us for ages, thank you so much for your support. We love you immensely and thank you for hanging out at our table. We hope you feel super, super welcome here. And Tim, also, I want to say welcome back to DM Roulette, babe. I missed you here.
It's been a minute.
It's
I've
been a
also
hot
missed
minute.
I've been very
I've
busy.
missed you, Tim, babe. I just wanted to call you babe.
Hey, thanks,
just
babe.
yeah,
Honestly,
thanks, babe.
Thank you.
That's fine.
Thank you.
And to all you babes out there. It's good to be back.
Kisses to all the babes. Speaking of which, darling, take it away.
Okay, that's right. There's no intro. I was like, cool, we got an intro video. It's been a while. Okay, so you all approach the small village of Grodin, tucked away in the sprawling Moonwood forest. The fog is heavy, and it's difficult to even see each other as you kind of walk along the last bit of road. You can see the glow of a few torches, maybe a few 100 feet away at the edge of the village. And you've been traveling for about 3 days through the Moonwood Road, making your way to the capital city of Ravine for the Queen's seasonal autumn ball. You plan on staying the night at this village as it is starting to get dark. As you all kind of huddle around your single horse, Dexter, I would like everyone to describe what they look like. Let's start with you, Em.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so probably near the front of the group, or you know what, maybe a bit more in the middle, you see an absolute hulk of a man. He is so big and broad, very barrel-chested, and he's just absolutely ripped. He is carrying what weapon am I carrying? Yeah, absolutely. He has a long sword on one hip, but is also carrying a very small crossbow, and is kind of like moving around, trying to like stake out the joint of where we're walking, trying to keep an eye on everything because he knows what's up. He is dressed in not a lot of clothing, because he fashions himself that he doesn't need armor, because he is Bastion Halbrand, Goliath Fighter. And he looks at you all and goes, I think the coast is clear, everyone. We're going to be fine.
And it is cold. You're feeling it without your armor. There's like
Bastion
a
would
damp
never let you show
chill
that
in the air.
ever. He is shivering, would never acknowledge it.
All right. And Weston, why don't you go ahead and describe your character?
Well, as you look into these again, kind of through the fog, you see a A tall, dark, handsome creature with a hat on, coming through the fog, giant book at his side, leathers all abound. You then notice that he walks with a bit of a swagger that you only wish to replicate in 1,000 lives. You can see on the other hip, looks like a holster, but in that holster is a kind of a loosely jangling wand as it kind of goes from side to side. You can see that he's also adorned with a scarf across that billows in the fog behind him. This is Cartwright Winchester, and Cartwright Winchester is a sight to behold, a silhouette to fear. And he walks up to the group and he says, "Howdy."
Great.
But Your Honor, I love him.
As your scarf billows in the like thick fog, it's hard to know where the wind is coming from, but it is billowy and beautiful as it kind of like drapes over Dexter the horse. You kind of look across and Jay, can you describe your character?
Yes. So coming through the fog, you'll see this large, wide shadow of a man coming through. He is orc presenting, wearing many like layers and shirts and things, like almost Shakespearean, with one of those big frilled collars.
I love him.
He has a big poofy hat with a large plume feather in it. And around his shoulders, he carries an accordion. And as he saunters through the fog into the light, he smiles with his somewhat toothy smile. And as he does, you'll notice that every other tooth is a different colored gemstone.
Yes.
And he'll move his head and gently playing the accordion. I won't make accordion sounds because no one wants to hear that. Well, looks like a fine place that we found ourselves upon.
Brilliant.
This is Precious O'Malley.
Brilliant. As you're like the like kind of dulcet tones of this accordion kind of ripple through the night, which is very quiet at this point, almost eerily so. You look across and Winter, can you describe your character, please?
This a tall dragonborn kind of runs a claw over her head, smearing away some of the soot and ash that has long collected on her scales as she works hard in the forge most of the time and rarely takes a bath. And there's the glint of gold scales as the grime is wiped away. She carries a anvil hammer that has split in several ways, making it more a mace than a functionable hammer. It is getting dark. I think it's time that we turn in for the night.
Perfect. As you look across to your final companion, Adam, can you describe your character, please?
Yeah, so sitting with the single horse Dexter, with a portfolio that have a bunch of pictures of mares in it, you see a very short man in New Balance sneakers, tube socks, cargo shorts, and a bum bag, polo shirt, push broom mustache, and horn rim glasses, trying to find the single horse a girlfriend, because he's just like that kind of guy. He's just like, oh, well, Dexter, what can I tell you, bud? There's they say a lot lot of fish in the sea. There's a lot of horses in the stable. I think you got to put yourself out there, bud, and just really give it a go. You know, you can't be single forever. That's what I always tell. No, I don't have any friends. That's what I like to tell people when I meet them. Yeah, and you see he's very short, little gnome sitting by the horse.
As you're kind of bouncing
This
along
is
on
the
Dexter's
rogue.
back.
Owens Michaels.
Kind of bouncing along as you are all kind of huddling close for warmth. You get probably about 150 feet away from the edge of the village. And again, it's very difficult to see other than the kind of soft glowing lights. And you hear a scream ring out through the fog. This blood-curdling, high-pitched scream coming from somewhere in the village. What would you all like to do?
Back when I was younger, kids respected bedtime, you know? This is the youths today, you know? Running around.
As you're saying that, you can feel Dexter is kind of like is startled underneath you, and I need you to make a dexterity saving. Actually, an animal handling check, please.
Okay.
Can I walk up to the horse and assist?
It's if you have proficiency in animal handling, absolutely.
Do I? I absolutely do not.
You should.
No, I do. I actually do have animal handling. Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna help you with that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just quiet down there. It's gonna be all right.
Ooh, that's a natural 20, so 21.
Is that a
no? It's a
we
natural
haven't
one,
right?
Right. Second round. It's been a while. Okay,
It's been a while.
It's Tim's first day, you guys. Come on.
Tim's like, get me out of
First day
here.
DMing. This is crazy. So yeah, as Cartwright, as you kind of lay your hands on the horse, like it just instantly responds to you, and like Owen, as you kind of like you kind of look at Cartwright and you're like, oh yeah, he taught me this, and you kind of match his movements as Dexter immediately calms right down,
like a scene from Ghost. Both of our hands.
Yeah.
Like he responds
Absolutely.
so well. As you continue, do you continue to all move forward?
Bastion would look at the party. That sounded very serious. We should go.
I agree. Somebody probably needs our help.
Yes. Both serious and a little
I'm
pitchy as
yourselves.
well. And I'm going to try and match the note. Like, no.
Are you trying to match the scream? Is that what you're trying to do? That seems kind of awesome, actually, now that I think about it. Can you make that accordion scream?
I would say
To be
that
honest,
all
I think
accordions
all accordions scream.
Yeah.
So as you're kind of chatting and moving forward, you can see other like torchlights kind of coming through, as it seems to be a crowd is kind of gathering in the center of this village.
Hey, they've drawn out the welcome wagons for us, it seems.
That's pretty standard affair, isn't it? Seraphin? Everywhere we go, a crowd gathers.
Oh, most certainly. I think that we can draw them in a little closer, or maybe scatter them out so that we can figure out who's at the center of it.
I'm gonna kind of break away from the party just to make sure that we're protected. Bastion is very committed to keeping his party safe. Very, very committed to his job of doing that. So I'm just gonna kind of flank out. If the party's kind of staying in the middle, I'm gonna keep an eye on the party, but I'm gonna kind of move around the side just to make sure that we don't have anyone trying to catch us unawares. And Kay, thank you so much. Adam, that's an advantage for you, my dear.
All right. Can you make a stealth check for me, please?
Sure can. Let me see what we got here. Bastion has disadvantage on stealth. My sweet boy. Absolutely, he does.
Who's ever at the front of the group with the horse can make a perception check.
Probably me or...
Damn, that was a natural 20 and
a
a
couple.
12. Shoot. So that's going to be a 14 for my stealth check.
Okay.
Seraphin is definitely going to be charging forward, hammer in hand, to part the crowd ahead.
All right. So
I'll be reading the latest issue of Reader's Digest because there's a really good article here.
It's called Scribe's Digest.
Scribe's Digest. Thank you,
Scribe's
yeah.
Digest.
Scroll.
The top 3 inks for not staining your fingers.
There's a really great feature this month on different cardstock paper weights and which one's the best for spell writing. So that's
scroll cases.
And how
sealing
to
wax.
avoid
Which one's too
arthritis when
ostentatious?
copying manuscripts.
Absolutely.
All right. So as Seraphin, as you kind of push forward, you can see that there is like it is not a very large village. There's probably about 8 or 9 buildings and like a number of kind of scattered huts kind of outside of that. And you can see there's probably a crowd of about 20-25 people as you kind of push through. You can see they're all holding torches, and you kind of like the fog has abated a bit as they're gathered around what looks like a gazebo in the center of this town. Bastion, you kind of move around to the side, kind of staying just outside of the torchlight, still in the fog, but you have line of sight. As everyone kind of looks at the group of you sort of oddly as these newcomers, you can see there is a figure kind of draped over the railing of this gazebo, and there is blood all over the wood and the railing and on the stone kind of floor. And you can see inside the gazebo, there's like a small shrine of what looks like a carved wooden boar, and everyone is fairly quiet. There is sort of this, like, you can hear kind of some murmuring, but everyone is relatively quiet.
Owen, did you see the handiwork on that gazebo? Take a look at the stain.
Some of those trowel joints, I tell you what, they are out of this world. It's
fantastic.
They really sanded down the edges there. It's amazing. It's great stain work too. You're right. Yeah, real good stain work.
I think they could have hidden the bolts a little bit easier.
I'm not quite sure about the.
It's
not quite sure about
you
the
hear
somebody say something about other than that. Fantastic.
you watch as this dwarf kind of walks up, like, you're talking about the bulwark?
Well, I mean, it's not going into Gazebo Monthly, that's for sure. But it's a great. Listen, it's good. It's good for a backwater town.
This is a sacred gazebo, okay?
Oh, okay, all right.
I made every one of those bolts.
Wow.
Who are you folks?
The bolts are great. I'm saying they could have been. I think what my friend is saying is they could have been hidden better in the kind of woods.
It's a nice, smooth, clean line.
Yeah.
I like to show my handiwork.
Oh yeah, no, fair enough. Listen. I get that.
I get that. Being a child of the forge myself, yes, absolutely.
Listen, what are you all doing here?
What are you doing here?
Oh,
here we go.
You see this dwarf with a big sack of bolts at his hip. Look at you all and question, well, what are you doing here? It's this is not a good time, as you can see. And he gestures to the blood and the body upon the gazebo, which is, again, good, not noteworthy. Like, it's noteworthy. It's not like right home about worthy.
It's fine.
It's a really nice. It's a nice gazebo.
I can tell the effort they put into it.
So yeah, you see this dwarf has stepped forward and has asked you what are you doing here today?
If I may, my friends. But of course, we are just mere travelers heading through. So we'll be on our way. It seems you have some kind of problem on your hands. We don't want to be mixed up in all of that.
Yeah, we had an invite. We received an invitation to the autumn ball, of course, by that the queen puts on herself. The queen knows us.
Ravine, right?
Oh, of course. In Ravine, of course.
Never liked the folks from Ravine much.
Right. Was this
hoity-toity types?
From
they use
Ravine?
Screws.
So I'm the cleric now, I think.
I'm
the cleric now. I'm back. I'm home. I'm home in my cleric self. I'm the cleric now.
You're the cleric now.
Does this person look dead?
Yeah, make medicine check. Also, everyone gets advantage. Thank you, Teeny.
Oh, thank you, Teeny.
Hey.
Thank you.
Okay, all right. I'm rolling a medicine check. You hope that the
With
cleric
advantage
is
now.
Yes, at advantage. Not proficient with it, but here we go.
That's always
The
good.
cleric isn't proficient in medicine.
Absolutely
Love
not.
that.
That's a 21 though.
Yeah.
I rolled well. Thank you, Teeny, for the advantage.
From your perspective, it looks like they are either dead or mostly dead.
There's a big difference. I did learn that.
there's a big difference, but in the time it would take you to get to them, that the chances are they will transition. If they are mostly dead, they're going to move on to dead. It's a rapidly kind of
I am
happening thing right now.
I'm going to look at the closest townsperson who is next to me and goes, I can heal him. I can heal him. I've got a bit of healing myself. And I like put out my hand as if ready to cast healing word.
Precious is already starting to play like a dirge on the.
You see a few people bring out veils as the dirge starts. They've just got them in their pockets.
But he doesn't have to. He doesn't have to die. I can
They
save
start
him.
up a funerary procession. One
lad.
person looks over and goes, "Why are you meddling in our business? This is our town. We do things by our tradition. Is he dead? Yes. Can he be healed? Maybe. Do you have that kind of magic? Do you have
I'm going to
diamonds?
cast healing word.
Yeah, the body moves a little bit, but it is now dead.
It is now dead. Shit.
It just kind of shuffles on the
that
shuffles on the
now,
gazebo a little
that's
bit.
unsettling there.
We heard a scream and came running. It seemed important.
Right. Yeah.
In the background, you can just hear like twinkle toes moving. As Bastion comes around, sword overhead, looking around for anything.
Oh my. Right, that scream was me. I don't like the sight of blood. Makes me real dizzy. And I found the body. I found it.
Is there a reason that it was draped here on the shrine, a sacrifice, or is this a murder?
Well, I think if you really get down to like the semantics of it, like given the current laws and the outlawing of sacrifice, it could be both.
So you're saying
you know,
it might not be your sacrifice, but it might be someone's
Someone's.
sacrifice.
So I think it's either a murder or a murder sacrifice, but it's
Ooh.
definitely not just a sacrifice.
Oh, you know,
Is that
this goes along
common?
with some of those true crime scrolls that I read all the time. I've always wanted the chance to investigate something like this.
Of course.
Is this a normal occurrence?
Well, I think if you get into the semantics of normal, it happens on the occasion, usually on a foggy night, right around when strangers are about to come to town.
This sounds like a. Are you just reciting a scary story that you heard once? Is that really what you're doing now?
No,
Like it's just because this sounds a little bit cliche. I mean, the other night I saw a play. Like it was no big deal. It was no big deal. It was with some of the nobility. You know, I'm just a friend of theirs. And they just like know me. We met at our kids' baseball game. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
I am also nobility. This is my town.
Are you? Wow.
I am the Lord Josh, and this is my town, Groden.
Sorry,
so
is
you-
Josh your title? Is Josh like a title?
No, Josh is my name.
That's
I am Lord Josh of
strange
Groden.
name.
Lord Josh
That
of
is
Groden.
yeah,
I'm sorry. I
that's
just want to
a-
make sure I am have this correct. Lord Josh,
Josh
of
of
Groden.
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 Lord Josh of Groden.
Right. Yes.
Groden,
Yeah,
of course.
But of course, yeah.
Can I look around? Are the villagers unsettled at all?
You see that they've already started the funerary march whilst Precious is playing the dirge. Like they seem like they've fallen into step pretty quickly with this whole shebang.
So Lord Groden, if I can just get me bearings here. So what you're saying is that every night when there's fog that comes into town, on the eve of something very large happening in another city, someone gets murdered and draped over this shrine as a potential sacrifice. I just want to be very clear. I'm very wise. I am a cleric and a holy person. Thank you.
Right. I wouldn't say that's a wrong assessment.
It's wildly specific.
It's not a wrong assessment. It's not exactly correct.
Right. So to clarify, when it's foggy and strangers are coming into town for an event in Ravine, people tend to die. Don't know why. And they don't always end up draped on the shrine. They end up draped kind of random places. But most of the time, it's the shrine.
Do you find them first every time?
Most of the time, yes. And I don't like it, and thus I scream.
Has there ever been anyone who's attempted to investigate this seemingly common occurrence here in your town?
That's wild that you would ask that. Yeah, Bill. He was deep in it. Yeah.
Kay, thank you so much for the advantage for Tim.
He was deep in it?
Yeah, he points to the body in the funerary march.
So that's Bill?
You see held in Bill's arms a manila folder filled with paper, but it's covered in blood.
I go and I attempt to extract it from Bill anyway.
Yeah, make an investigation check.
Sure, I'm going to cast guidance on myself, I think.
Absolutely.
Do I have guidance? I sure do. Thanks, Yanis.
Owen,
did Bill play ball? Because I mean, Bill's shoulders are quite wide. Like Bill looks like he could have played ball. Like if he really applied himself.
Bill played for Ravine State for quite a few years. Yeah,
that's going to be a 14.
Well, that's kind of my alma mater. I'm. Yeah.
Oh, you're a Raviner? I don't know if we're gonna get along.
Charged.
I don't know. I'm a mooner myself. I'm not sure if we're gonna, Oh, whoa.
With the 14.
It's better than those Grovers over on the east side.
Yeah.
You find a series of investigatory notes, seemingly written by a madman.
Oh God.
It's real like Pepe Sylvia vibes, where it's just like red string connected inside the manila folder, which seems unlikely.
It's a real like that Charlie Day meme. Like that's what we're doing.
Yeah, that Pepe Sylvia. That is, sorry, I'm maybe too deep a cut. The Charlie Day meme with the pointing at the wall. You see like names written down and then crossed off. You do see the name Josh Groden come up a few times.
You'll feel the slightest tug on the edge of your sleeve.
Me.
And then whoever Owen is.
Oh, Owen is Weston.
That's what I thought. Okay, I am tracking.
Oh, did you have something to add?
So you'll feel the slightest tug on the like corner of your polo sleeve.
I want you to know that I'm listening.
And then the hottest breath on like the side of your face.
I think everyone's fine. I didn't see any danger.
He's perfect.
That's
Oh,
great.
no,
You're doing such a good job, Bastion. Doing such a good job. Leave this to us.
Did I miss this one?
No, you did great. You did a fantastic job.
I went the long way around. I thought I'd see everything. I should have gone. I should have turned left.
My ma always said
fantastic.
The most direct route is often the best.
Oh, yeah.
So, what did you find in that folder? Is it of any good use to us, or are we?
It looks like Bill's been trying to get his head around what's been happening here in town, and there's been a couple names that come up. So I guess Lord Groban, we're adventurers. We've been traveling together for some time. Groden. Well, there we go.
Groban is my cousin.
I understand.
Actually, Lord Josh of Groden.
It is Lord Josh of Groden. You're
Lord
right.
Josh of Groden. Yes, thank you. I was wondering if we have a little bit of time in the night here in the village, perhaps for some lodging. We can do some investigating for you and try and figure out what's been happening and fix this occurrence that's been happening in your town.
That'd be great. Fair warning. The last guy to investigate all of this did wind up Bill.
Well, at least it's not just one of us. There are 5. So
can I make an insight check? Is he lying?
Yeah, roll an insight check for me.
I think that's
got
with
triple
advantage, Tim. Oh, triple
Yeah,
advantage.
yeah.
Natural 20.
Hey!
Yes.
You get the sense from Lord Josh of Grodin that he is pretty stoked at the idea of you staying in town and investigating. It probably like, yeah, you think,
Okay.
5 people paying for rooms in town. It's a real stimulus to the town's economy.
Oh no,
that we,
it was in exchange for room and board that we were going to invest.
As you correct this, Tim, you do see that Josh becomes quite more crestfallen at the concept of having to pay you to stay here. That's terrible for the town's economy.
I know you're good for it.
Really,
You're a
it's an art.
noble. Like by your very fancy clothes, like I can see that this is something that you, out of the kindness of your heart, would love to do. Now, I personally would not want to wind up Bill, but we are quite good at this stuff, and we'll probably be okay. I mean, I believe in us.
I typically accept tips, especially after I perform, as I did for the funeral. And just sort of like, Precious just kind of like tilts his head farther and farther down.
I've got a tip for you. And he reaches down for his coin purse, and then he looks at you, Precious, and he goes, I'd investigate the body first. That's probably where you're going to find the most clues.
Right.
Can I want to try and take a coin out of Precious's pocket and give it back to Precious as if I am tipping him for the performance. Can I attempt that?
Make a sleight of hand check, yeah.
Absolutely.
With advantage, I believe, because you haven't rolled since Teeny's.
Passive perception is 12.
Well, sleight of hand. That is a 14.
Okay, yeah. So you
really earned this, buddy. Here you go. Precious, I just that funeral dirge was just something spectacular, and here you go.
I appreciate that you appreciate the arts.
I myself in high school, I used to be a part of the band.
Oh, really?
Yes.
What did you play?
I played the flugelhorn.
Really?
I was a big flugler.
That is a noble instrument.
Yes, I mean, I won awards for flugling. I flugled everyone. I flugled to everyone. Huh?
Tonight, let's have a jam. Let's jam.
I would have to find my. You know how rare flugelhorns are. We'd really have to hunt one down.
Oh, you've actually got.
I don't know.
I
don't know if
sure
it's fine for that.
How's that for
one
payment?
Promise to you.
How's that for payment?
I'll
pay you to investigate the town by letting you borrow my flugelhorn.
That's not necessary.
Okay. Here we go.
Well, because I've got this flugelhorn just lying around, and I believe that I do really want to hear this.
Oh, Owen, you hear that? That's amazing. What are the odds that he has a flugelhorn for you?
I am Cartwright right now. There we go. Okay. I was like, who the fuck am I right now?
Oh yeah, I know.
Here we go.
So
Cartwright with all the swagger of a very confident, just very, very confident man who's never had a problem with getting anything he wanted ever in his life. Just kind of swaggers forward and he says, well, if we're going to be investigating this body, I might as well take a good long look. And I'm going to try and see if there's anything else around the body or the shrine to see if I know anything about like what the iconography of the shrine
Make a
is.
religion check for me.
Yeah, sure can, pal. Sure can. Ooh, I'm proficient in that.
As Cartwright goes to do this, I would like to.
I was going to be like, Adam, you're not the DM.
For so long.
yeah.
Investigate murders all the time.
Can I
inspiration
assist?
to Cartwright?
Oh,
Can I assist with this?
How would you
given
like
it's
to
religion?
assist with this?
I will sort of put my hands on my hips and lean over. You're Cartwright, right?
I am.
Yeah. Okay. lean over and squint and just kind of go,
I love it.
use my knowledge of religion.
Amazing. So that's with
Go- go-
advantage
Go ahead and roll with
and
advantage
with
there, then.
guidance.
D6 bardic inspiration if you want
Ooh.
it.
I will.
a-
In the spirit of DM roulette, I will use it right away because.
Brilliant.
Okay, amazing. Wow, that's 24.
24. So yeah, you are looking around this gazebo shrine of some kind, and you notice at the very top there is a kind of a beautiful adorned dragon that has its wings spread out. You absolutely recognize this as Bahamut, the platinum dragon, the lawful good, wonderful deity. However, with a 24, you also find that some of the runes have been crossed out and have been remade. And what you see here is a new symbol has been placed, and it looks as if the symbol here is of a skull, and the skull has a single kind of dot point as an eye, and you notice that the blood has trickled into this sigil that has been remade, and yeah, so this is the information that you pull away.
Do I know the symbol iconography of the skull at all?
You do. This is the symbol of the wonderful, the famous Vecna is who this is. So you can see Bahamut, and somebody somewhere has crossed out and has made some kind of sacrifice, you assume, to this other god of secrets, Vecna. Instead.
Well, as Cartwright is kind of putting this all together, he kind of pulls his hat down a little bit, and there's just like obviously there's chewing tobacco involved here, and not in the shrine, but he spits the chewing tobacco outside of the shrine, and he goes, well, looks like we have here a sacrifice, but not to the god that you think. Looks like people been sacrificing people to Vecna. Someone defaced your shrine here, and that's bad.
Well, that is horrible. No wonder that it's been happening every week then. I'm curious if there's anything else. Did you find anything else around the other sides? What I have noticed is that a body has been placed found in a different spot in the gazebo. Have any of the other symbols been corrupted?
I just for the sake of clarification, you're saying once a week you have a foggy night where outsiders are going through your town to Ravine for an event, and a person is murdered once a week.
We do like to throw a lot of parties here in Grodin.
I might move to Ravine because there's a lot of events going up there. It's good gigs.
We do quite a bit in this region. I don't know if you're new around here, but you said that you were a mooner. Is that right?
That is correct, actually. Yes.
Isn't that right, Owen?
Yes.
Well, mooners are always welcome here. And he flashes, pulls back a bit of a lapel, and you do see a kind of a crescent moon, kind of in an upside down, and underneath is like one of those like valley stars. You can kind of see it. Those Texas cowboy stars.
It would give
right underneath it.
Kind of like a common symbol.
Yeah, Mooners!
Oh, so
close
you
to
must,
a loser
you must know the song
slightly
then.
angled.
Mooners.
Mooners all the way. Mooners. Gonna make them pay.
Hey!
Oh, hey. Fantastic. So good.
So Cartwright is just standing there in the middle of this, just with like a hand on his wand and the other one on the book. We're like ready for like quick draw here with no pistols, just magic. And so based on what Precious was saying, it seems like either there is someone here in town who's got some association with Vecna, or the people in Ravine are coming here, killing people, and then using that as something to potentially bring back Vecna. Is that what we're talking about here, or am I just spitballing and chewing chaw?
It sounds like that's what does the book say? Did it say anything along those lines?
My book, that's my spell book. I don't know what book.
No,
you're talking
not
about.
the spell book.
I think he's talking about the messy manila folder.
We found the manila.
That's
the manila folder.
that's Seraphin who has that one.
The Dragonborn.
My gosh!
Like, I am also playing in this game.
Seraphin, I think they're talking to you.
Seraphim. I just know that's your name somehow. I know it.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's written on my shirt.
It's a polo.
It's on her apron. There.
He's really good at that, like really fine work.
I
She's
just,
really good at that.
I just
lovely
find
embroidery.
interactions a little bit quicker this way.
No, that's a totally great point.
It's like, hello, my name is Seraphin.
Except I ran out of ink, so I just had Seraphin.
But why would you spell out the Fuhha? You wouldn't have ran out if you just finished the word instead of sa.
I'm curious, is Seraphin's lack of embroidery more important? Is that a mystery that we're more invested in than the Vecna murder crime mystery?
So,
I'm just curious. Listen, I'm down to get to the bottom of the embroidery thing.
Seraphin, I need you to make an Arcana check on the manila envelope.
Ooh. Let's get some magic.
Oh, I get advantage with this one as well.
You absolutely do.
Can I get a carrot for Dexter?
Oh, okay.
From me?
18 on the die.
I don't have a carrot on me.
19.
19, yeah. So as you are looking at the different red yarn that has been spaced around, it does look like complete nonsense. And then you realize you've been looking at it upside down, and you flip it over.
Of course.
Suddenly, everything makes sense. You point it toward the light. This is a map that you just couldn't see before because it was inverted, and you revert it, and you suddenly know that a lot of these patterns and symbols that are kind of going back and forth are actually an arcane map. And as you move one of the pins from one place to another, you can see small little footsteps start to map out a path in this town.
Bastion has gone to find a carrot. Very
You
quiet.
can find
say that
carrots
out loud.
right over there. Just talk to Ethanil, very very tall Asimar. They're fantastic. You'll love them.
Oh, great.
Best carrots this side.
I didn't want to
this
interrupt.
side of
I was just going to
the Moonwood Forest.
Okay. Very quiet.
What'd you find there, Seraphin? What'd you find?
Well, it looks like some kind of map. Look at the footprints. They're going around the town somewhere.
Ooh, maybe there's treasure.
Well, let's follow them.
Maybe.
At this point, we have nothing else to go on other than there's Vecna, there's outsiders, there's fog,
Right.
there's some random people, and we have this map. So maybe if we follow the map, we'll definitely not a trap at all. We should absolutely
No,
follow
no.
this map.
I bet there's blood diamonds at the end.
Oh,
When you all figure that out, definitely let me know. I'm going to be at the Wayfarer Saloon, and you can find me there.
I think Cartwright, you've just given me inspiration. Yeah, follow the map, not a trap. We're not going to die. It's not a trap. We're gonna follow the map. I think that's a new. I'm gonna take that to Ravine. I think that's number one. Absolutely. I'll credit you.
I would absolutely grant you inspiration for that. Actually, quite a good song. And as the current DM, I can do that.
Absolutely, this is your game now.
Oh no, Willow points out a good point. I just sung as a bard. I broke my rule. No,
We got you.
We got him. We got him. So yeah, Cartwright stands next to Seraphin and says, well, you're holding the map. You lead the way. I trust you. Go ahead.
Okay. And I'll pull it to my face and start walking in the direction.
So as you hold it to your face, you can't see much in front of you, unfortunately.
It's fine. I can see the map. That's all I need. The map shows me the way.
And you can see this little kind of swerving golden line. And you all notice, you do a couple circles through the town center.
Sure do.
It's very cute. You do arrive in an alleyway. And as you approach this alleyway, you notice that there is a kind of two cellar doors that are closed and locked. And as you walk past these cellar doors, that line that you have been creating / following stops and begins to glow at that location. Again, these two cellar doors locked. They're wooden, sturdy. They're sturdy wooden doors, and they seem to have some kind of like locking mechanism on them. So it's not a separate lock, but it's a locking mechanism.
Oh my goodness, we have just had 1,000 bits in the chat. Thank you so much, Jess. That's a rotation, my friends. That's a rotation.
All right.
That's all you, Winter.
Yeah. These locking mechanisms are new. They are have been pieced around these metal cellar doors. One to the left, one to the right. One is gold in color, the other black.
Can Seraphin go and investigate the metal?
Sure.
I know a thing or two about metal. She pulls out glasses,
Investigation
puts them on,
or crafting.
The devolution of Seraphin's
Or,
accent. My part of tonight.
Yeah, so investigation would be good for that.
Investigation, excellent.
I do hope that she knows more about
It's a 12.
metal than she does maps.
Oh, I've got a bit
maybe
of
a little
soot
bit.
in my eye.
No, we sure got you pretty quickly. I'd like to say.
The black one seems to be your typical dark, just pure iron. The other seems to be gold plated, not made of gold, but gold plated.
She figures this out by tasting it. She keeps touching it and putting it on her tongue. That one's iron and that one's gold plated.
You also all hear a crunch from behind you as Bastion rolls up, crunching into a very juicy carrot. Hey guys, how's it going?
You know, they weren't wrong. They do have some very nice carrots around here.
They're really nice carrots, yeah.
I did think you were going to get it for the horse, though.
No, I gave one to the horse and one for me.
Oh, one to Dexter. Fantastic. That's
Bastion,
great.
Bastion, I just want to say that I feel so honored by your dedication to Dexter as a sign
thanks.
of your devotion to this party. I am so proud of you.
Do you want me to kick that door?
Well, you know,
Pretty good at kicking.
you know, son, I would love you to kick that door. However, I'm just going to get you to hold up there. Just going to hold up for 1 sec. You just save all that energy. Just wait right there. Just wait. You're doing so good. And I'm going to check both of these doors for traps. I'm going to
Somehow Owen is becoming like a school counselor or like a camp counselor or somewhere along the
This
way.
is the beauty. This is the beauty of DM Roulette. No character really survives the
He
like,
started as a
journey.
stepdad, and because I am a therapist, that's just where we're at right now. Like, that's what's happening.
That's the
Cannot
best
be
part of this
supportive.
game.
Can't not be
Everyone just
How did
supportive.
that make you feel?
Transforms. It's amazing.
Okay, investigation on these. Not proficient with investigation. God damn, what as a rogue?
Or perception would be good as well.
Okay, yeah, let's do that for 15.
Okay. So the first thing you notice upon closer inspection is that these locking mechanisms do not have a key hole. They seem to be a mess of clockwork that are encased in these metal cylinders. There are very imperceptibly around the edge of these cylinders runes.
Oh.
Might I take a look at those runes? I know quite a bit about metal.
Precious.
You're coming for my brand, dearie. Because it's sort of my thing.
Oh no, not that kind of metal. The other kind of metal.
Oh,
And
I'm
I'm
testing your metal.
and I'm gonna start like chugging an accordion, and then I'm gonna kind of I'm gonna investigate the lock to see if it responds at all to the notes that I am playing in this very low, growly tone.
Give me actually a performance, if you will.
Performance.
Yes.
Well, I'm not proficient. Oh, no, hold on. Wrong sheet. Wrong sheet. I am. Okay. That is a 19.
Honestly, I'm a little disappointed.
19. I didn't switch my sheet. Okay.
No classes.
Just O'Malley does not know music.
To vibrate the accordion and the sound waves ripple across the doors and the locks. The clockwork begins to tick over on the gold one.
Maybe it needs a bit of a pre-chorus.
with this. Oh, sorry. You please go on, Weston.
Or some halftime. Bong, 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 bong.
With this music that is very similar to the music that Bastion listens to during his workouts, you see Bastion kind of like lightly nod his head and then grow to a large size.
Yes.
As he's like, and he goes, Kia, and he kicks the door.
Which door do you kick?
The closest one to me, I'm gonna roll.
You got the gold and the black.
So gold and black.
Yeah.
Odds gold, evens black. It's 4. So that is a kick to the black door.
Okay. So while the bard is working out the gold one, the Goliath just like crushes in the door. That is, give me a strength check.
I've activated Giant's Might.
Oh,
I am
okay.
large. Right. I have advantage on strength checks.
There you go.
And once per turn, one of my attacks can deal an extra 1d6 damage on a hit. That's an 18, so 23 for athletics.
The cylinder just splits in two, and the metal door gives in the middle. It doesn't open completely, but there is a nice hole where the lock used to be. You do see, however, as the lock splits open, a dark liquid pouring out of it. And a moment later, that liquid raises out of the cellar door, and you are faced with this amorphous blob of red liquid that looms over you. I need initiatives on that one.
Oh, we're rolling initiative. Here we go.
All right, let's get in this.
Natural 20.
Hey,
Nice.
Love that.
19.
23.
also a natural 20. That's
We'll
just
go
maybe
through.
the
I'll put
5th
them-
natural 20 this
Yeah,
round.
if
I'll
you
put them in the chat.
please. Thank
So
That would be fantastic.
do we want to go 25 to 20 first, and we can go down the list?
Sweet Owen Michaels is a 23.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Jay,
Owen is
what was your
23.
total?
23.
Also 23. You have the exact same bonus. Do you want to just roll
We'll
off?
just do
to see who
rollies.
goes first?
Yeah,
Yeah.
roll off
Rollies.
is fine.
Yeah.
5.
7. So Owen is first.
No,
And
you go
Jay,
first.
who
No,
are
you
you
go
So
rolling
first.
again?
No,
I'm
you go
sorry.
first.
So what was Bastion's?
Bastion was an 18.
18, and then Precious.
Weston, that's you.
It was 13.
13. Awesome. And then Cartwright.
23. Sorry, I
Oh,
forgot
okay.
that was me.
23. So
Saffron's 19.
Okay, I'm putting it in our Zoom chat here.
Oh,
Saffron is 19, and then it is Owen, and then Cartwright.
gotcha. Awesome. Thank you.
Boom, there we go in the chat.
Appreciate you. And then we got.
Oh, looks like
the
we just had
monster.
another rotation. Thank you so
Fantastic.
much.
All
There
right,
we
I will give
Good thing that we got the initiative order written down.
Yes.
Yeah. So as this, I'm gonna. Oh, thank you. I'm gonna open this lovely little link here. That. Oh yeah, we love this. This is
Yeah.
so fun. Okay, I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna roll initiative for this yucky boy. Oh, and what is its bonus? Here we go. That is gonna be. Oh, okay. Well, let me pop this in the chat here. That is going to be, yeah. Okay, so Owen, you are up first as this this kind of red ooze. You see some scales kind of like moving in between it. It's like slunk its way out of this, and it is kind of looming over top of your gnomish form. It is quite large, and it looks as if it has some like a larger center, and then like some kind of like appendages that are just like ready to flash out at you very quickly if you don't dodge it. So, but you are up first, Owen.
Friggin' rogue subclasses with all their crap.
It's a soul knife too. So like,
Oh,
That's the second
super
soul knife in a
unique.
row, too.
yes.
Is the red blob within 5 feet of?
Absolutely. The red blob is up in all of your business. It is big enough that it is starting to kind of like, if the cellar doors were down, it's almost like it's curled up across the wall and is just like ready to fling itself on you. It is completely blocking access to the cellar door.
Fantastic. I will attack.
Absolutely.
So I'll pull my rapier out and I'll just say, "Hey, bud, I think it's just time to go back where you came from, okay there?" And I'll just
yes.
just try and
Perfect.
I'm gonna try and push him back in, but it's gonna attack.
Absolutely. Go ahead. You can roll to hit.
Natural one.
Oh, that is
my
a
God,
rotation.
so
That is
funny.
Everybody
that is a
remake their turns real
rotation.
I
quick.
know.
Absolutely.
even get to play
You're the
part.
DM now, Jay. You got it. I will and I'll put the new initiative order in with our sweet little ooze friend here in the initiative.
That was
Chaos.
Tim, we can't hear you.
Tim, are you muted?
Yeah, no, I was. Sorry, guys. It's not normally like this. Oh,
I'm usually much better.
just sore. I didn't stretch.
Hold on, sorry, I'm just getting that. There's the new initiative. Oh my God, I'm Precious O'Malley now. There we go.
There we go.
All righty.
Okay, so yeah, as you lunge forward with your rapier and start to try and push it back into the hole from whence it came, you see the rapier just kind of like it starts pushing against the sort of the pseudo skin of the ooze.
Hate
And
that.
it starts to bow a little bit, and then it just pops onto the other side, and you kind of and it starts to just slowly suck you in. Didn't cause any damage. It seems okay.
Can I go? Can I go? Can I turn to the group and go, guys, I don't think we can kill this thing. I think we better run. Can I use my bonus action to disengage?
I don't know. I think we can handle it.
Are you gonna try and take your rapier with you?
Yes.
Okay. Give me an athletics check.
Okay, that's not bad. 17.
17. Okay, yeah. So you have to give it a little bit of a dad wiggle to get it out, but
Gotta jiggle it. You gotta jiggle it.
Yeah, that's it.
As a dad,
it's
I don't know
kind
what
of
that
like when
means.
you're opening a stiff lock at home. You got to give that little jiggle to get it like in reverse to get the rapier back out. But you're fine. You're disengaged.
I'd like to move back 10 feet, and as I do, I look at Cartwright and go, "Hey, good luck, bud. You got this, okay?"
Yeah, thanks for that.
That's my turn.
Awesome. Who is next? Cartwright.
That'd be me.
Cartwright.
I look at this ooze. I put out my wand. And I have been looking at Cartwright's spell list, which is the singularly stinkiest spell list I've ever seen. So bad.
As soon as initiative
It's
as soon
disgusting.
as initiative was rolled, I was like, okay, wizard, here we go.
How does he have so few spells?
I don't
Oh,
understand
no.
it. I don't understand it. It's so bad. So my options really are casting Alarm, Comprehend Languages, Featherfall, Mage Sleep, or Dark Vision or Detect Thought. So I'm going to reach out and be like, now is your time to die. And I'm going to cast the one offensive spell that I have, which is Chill Touch. And I'm going to blast it with some Chill Touch.
All
You're
right.
actually gonna touch it.
How
no,
does
skeletal
that?
hand.
How does it look when you cast Chill Touch?
The wand goes pew, and a ghostly horse goes and rides out and hooves it in where its face would be if it wasn't ooze.
Is it like a tiny horse, like coming out the end of a?
Yeah,
The wand?
a tiny little horse, and you do hear in the background like as the horse erupts forward. All right, making an attack. That
So
is
in the stillness of night, you hear the
Yeah.
slow.
Wild horses.
You hear a
as the
hawk
chill
cry
touch
in the
very
distance.
slowly
Die.
makes its way towards.
There's
the
a like,
ooze.
ooh, like somewhere off in the distance.
There you go.
Hold on.
What do you say, partner?
That's a 16 to hit.
That hits.
All right, I'm gonna do a big old 1d8 points of necrotic damage.
Let's
That's
go.
6 points of necrotic damage, and it can't regain hit points as the horse stands on it.
Ah, it can't cast heal anymore. Okay.
Mm.
Oh,
And then I don't really have bonus actions, so I'm gonna be like, yeah, that's what I thought.
So the horse very, very slowly reaches the ooze, but then just explodes in like this is it cold? No, chill. It's necrotic.
Necrotic.
That's
Yeah,
right.
chill
It's-
touch is
that's the
neither a
backwards
touch
one.
spell and nor does it do cold damage.
Yeah. So like this like
Necrotic,
black
yeah.
shatter of energy kind of
Funny.
cascades across it as it around on the spot. Not liking that at all. Who is up? It's Sap.
That's me.
yeah.
Well, I think that we should everybody stand back, and I'm gonna jump back, and for you know what I think, I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt on this nonsense. I'm gonna hold out my mace. It's gonna glow, and I think actually the Guiding Bolt will surpass the horse. It'll go even faster than the
It's gonna
horse.
beat it in initiative.
It's just gonna go right past it, and it's gonna fire at the ooze. Not quite point blank. It's gonna take a step back. Ooh, that's not nothing. Let's see here. Well, I'm going to hit it for a 20.
Ooh, that does hit. Roll some sweet damage.
Damage. Let's do that. That's a 6. 1, that's 7. Plus 5 is 12. Plus 6 is 18. I'm doing second level. 21. 21 damage
Holy cow.
to
Very nice.
to that little ooze as all this like ash kind of ignites, goes all around the ooze, then ignites in this kind of spiritual radiant fire all across the ooze.
Oh yeah, okay. So like the fire is kind of just, it's like ethereal flames kind of just keeping it alight for your advantage on the next attack, as it kind of doubles back and just like pseudopods over the doors, like effectively closing it off and doubling down on where it is.
And that's my turn.
Sweet. Bastion.
Yes. So I draw out the long sword, and there's this little mechanism right at the handle. Flick it like a Bic lighter, and the blade ignites in flame.
Do it 2 or 3 times.
I was gonna say, is it a true Bic? Like you're there for like your entire turn?
Just a sweet, anxious boy with a big sword. You know, that's all we want in life.
On. All right. So this is going to be a longsword slash with a fire rune, which if it hits, I deal an extra 2d6 damage, and it has to roll a strength saving throw or be restrained for 1 minute.
And remember, Winter, you are still in your big form because that was activated to kick the door. So you get the additional d6 on top of this.
Full Kool-Aid person. Absolutely.
Yep. Kool-Aid person, not man. Yeah. Oh, no. Oh, I get an advantage. Right. Okay. All right. Ooh, that is a 23.
Yeah, I think that hits.
Yeah. So I'll take it. All right. So that is 6 plus another 6, so 12, and it needs to make a strength saving throw or be restrained.
Is that 12 points of damage you said?
Yeah.
Sweet. And a strength save. Come on, the Lucy boy. Oh.
We can swear on this channel. We swear all the
You can swear as much as you like.
Oh, you can?
Yes.
Fuck for that.
You can say the fuck word.
We
How
do
red my face
often.
has been, just like veins. That is
Good golly.
Am I proficient in that? No, of course not. That'd be a 12.
Oh, that's right on it.
Beats it. Oh, dang.
No.
Yeah. Beats. Though I will say there was an extra 4 damage from the giant strength. So
I want to give a shout out to Yanis for creating such a bunch of absolute toilet characters. I feel like Yanis spent the time making these characters being like, how can I unoptimize?
Dedicated his time.
He's the opposite of an optimized player. He's just like,
We
let's
love
turn all
you,
this down.
Yanis.
Let's scale all this down.
Yeah.
The cleric is like 21 damage. Everyone else 4 damage.
Yes.
Let me just min these characters for a second.
Yeah, min. Absolute min.
all right. So that's Bastion's turn.
Sweet. So as you ignite the big flame and take a mighty swing in your large form, it starts to actually tear open a hole that you can see down into the cellar as it opens. But as it does, it starts to close up as the blade kind of cuts through it, and then just kind of bounces your sword back to you. It didn't like it, but it is still free to move. So it's me, right? Is it me? No, Precious. Nope.
Oh, it
Me.
is ooze. Yep.
It's oozing
I'm like,
time.
This one. No, this one. No, this
Buddy,
one.
oozing time.
My favorite
Okay,
part of DM
so-
Roulette is when he yelled, "It's oozing time," and then
Yep,
oozed
yep.
everywhere.
Hit shirts.
So yeah, it's gonna release a couple of its it's gonna do this thing. It's gonna do this thing that I'm reading right now.
You never want to hear your DM say that. Oh, it's gonna
No,
do this thing.
Oh, I found a thing.
And yet, Tim Carlson, you say that all the damn time.
Just give me 1 second.
No.
Look at how I'm gonna.
We know
murder
things
you.
are bad when Tim goes da 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 da. Yeah, that's what he's gonna do.
Buddy,
Ba, ba,
ouch.
ba.
Okay. So you watch as the form kind of contracts into itself, forming like a little blob. And you're like, oh, okay, is it retreating?
We did it, everyone.
And then it sucks in, and then
Proud of all you guys. Really proud.
just sprays out this gross gelatinous ooze in like little blobs in a 30-foot cone.
Oh gosh, we're so dead. That's
So
literally
that's-
everyone.
Is Dexter here? Is the
That
horse
is
here?
fucking gross.
So I need
Not
everyone.
the carrot.
I've been slimed.
Dexter is also
Everyone.
known as Dexter the
Oh,
Dexterous horse.
This is quite
Yeah,
terrible.
This is Dexter's story now. I need
Dexter's
everyone to make
law.
a dex save.
And I just
Hey.
did,
Dex save.
and it was a 1.
Oh no!
Do we resolve the rolls?
Let's
first
resolve the
before we-
rolls.
Resolve the rolls.
first.
Yeah.
So, who am I right now? Cartwright rolled a 15 plus numbers. Where am I? A 18. Cartwright got.
Well,
18
Should've got it
succeeds.
full in the face.
Staff rolled a 9.
9
getting hit with
fails.
So did Precious. Precious rolled a 9 also.
Precious 9,
12.
Saf 9, Owen
Yes,
what?
I
Natural 1.
Wi-Fi.
No, Owen got a 12.
Oh, Owen got
So
12.
everyone failed.
I got an 18.
Oh, you
Cartwright got
succeed.
19.
So you
Gosh,
take
I hope an
half
18 doesn't
damage.
fail.
Okay, and I know I have the stat block. So, oh wait,
my
no, Tim
gosh.
has to have the stat block. It's Tim's turn.
It's in the chat there, babe.
Yeah. So you watch as it
Which
sprays out on everyone.
Means I will quickly clarify that every 10 minutes we rotate now,
right.
and every natural 1 and natural 20 we rotate. So the
Ooh.
chaos only increases.
You do hear Dexter go as he jumps and leaps out of the way. Dexter rolled a
Wait.
19.
Dexter is with us.
Yeah, he's eating that carrot that Bastion gave him.
Cool,
He's
cool,
back,
cool,
though.
good to know.
He's
good to
like at
know,
the
good to know.
edge of that 30-foot cone.
Couldn't see him behind your huge form. It's-
Great, there it is. All right, it is. How is everybody looking?
What was the damage on that,
I didn't
Tim?
get to roll
I
damage.
didn't hear the damage.
Oh, it is. I'm
Can I
gonna
roll some
it.
damage?
I'm gonna
Oh,
roll
so
it.
much damage.
Ooh, it's gonna be not fun.
So
ooh.
did Saf pass or fail that one?
Staff
Saf
failed.
got
Okay.
Saf failed. I think
Saf rolled a
everybody failed
9.
except for
Cartwright.
Cartwright. It is 27 points of acid damage.
Oh, well,
Out.
Yeah, Owen's out.
Unconscious.
All
So is
Unconscious.
Saf.
Is it a TPK?
No,
It's you're all
Cartwright is
cold
still alive.
I'm at
like-
1 hit point.
as the ooze hits all of you.
Ugh.
It's just like you're all sort of reveling in the like, oh, it's shrinking, it's gonna die, and then
Leaning
it just
really close.
like it just sprays out. But this like the spray almost is suspended in the air as it hits all of you. It yanks you all back toward the ooze. And you all get kind of pulled right into its area. And except for you, Cartwright, you take half the damage. So you take 13 points.
Oh, this is mighty
and
bad.
You are not pulled back. You kind of like you
Cartwright
shake
hid
off.
behind the
I
horse.
hold on to Dexter. I'm like, save me, Dexter.
Dexter is not looking good. How
Oh
much-
no, this is not going to be a.
Is this gonna make it on the IMDb of like does
moment.
the
Tim,
dog
you
die?
can't kill
Does
the horse.
die? Yeah.
The horse is unconscious
Oh no!
Oh no!
as it
Hide
like it
behind
like
the pile of
shakes
dead
free.
horses.
The
You
horse is the
see-
only one with healing spells.
Like Dexter goes down.
Some never-ending story nonsense. I hate it.
He's just unconscious. He's not dead. But he does not look good.
He's just
all right.
sleeping.
It is Precious's turn.
In pieces. I come from TikTok. I'm sorry. Okay.
I think Jay,
Ugh.
you're back to Precious again, so it's you, my dear.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm out.
Oh, you're unconscious.
Are you roll a
Precious
death
is
save then.
gone.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, we're in death save
saving
territory.
throw.
Yes, we
Big
are.
die.
You're welcome, everyone.
Amazing.
there was another attack, and I was like, no,
100%.
we're
100%.
To
going
be
out
fair,
on this
I
do
picked
it.
the monsters. So.
That's perfect.
Oh,
It's a
no, this
perfect-
is fantastic.
It's a perfect monster. 5. Okay, so that's a failure. And you watch as Precious kind of coughs up some blood, and slime.
He actually
all right.
reverts back to a very gray skinned, white eyes with no iris or pupils, very, very small, slender man. Like his clothing is still huge, but his accordion also starts changing into a set of bagpipes, and as they do, they just go for the longest, like 6-second, like
I told you they were aliens.
Precious
thank you, Jess. The horse has advantage on its next roll.
On its next roll, okay.
We're saving
Precious,
Dexter.
Has anyone ever do your companions know that you are a changeling?
No, I've only ever appeared as Precious O'Malley, the orc.
So
accordion.
none of you have ever seen this
The
before.
orc accordionist.
Well, to be fair, most of us still haven't seen it because
It's
we
true.
are
We're all
down.
unconscious.
You're unconscious.
Also,
As long as
thank
I
you,
can make it
Jeannie.
back and change
This is
back,
a
no one
fever dream.
knows.
Thank you, Jeannie. Advantage to everyone for the next roll.
Yay!
I guess suppose that might also be including the Dexter the
The
horse
horse.
might get double
Dexter
advantage
the horse
on
gets
that.
3 extra die.
All right. It is back to the top of the order. Owen.
Yeah. Unconscious on the ground, Owen mumbles through bloody mouth. Damn youths, wrecking everything. I'm gonna roll the death save.
This is with advantage because of team
Oh, I know
advantage.
it was a 9 and a 2, so it's a failure either way.
No.
As he watches, he kind of coughs as well. Saf.
Yes.
I think it's Cartwright's turn, right?
Oh, Cartwright.
Yeah, it's Cartwright.
Oh, Cartwright. Sorry, I'm so sorry. Yes, Cartwright.
Cartwright's gonna take a look at Bastion, who's the only one up. Bastion, did you have any idea about Precious?
No, I just thought he was as big as I was.
You know, I feel kind of bad that we weren't trustworthy enough to find out until now. We can't let him die like this.
This will
And
destroy me if he dies like this.
yeah, I know that the Dexter's gonna be pretty messed up too. You know,
Yeah.
I'm gonna take my hat off if I don't make it. Give this back to Sam.
This is a lot of pressure, and I can't handle a difficult situation like this.
I'm gonna put the hat on the sword.
This is the incredible backstory of Bastion.
Isn't the sword on fire?
Absolutely, it is. It's for sure on fire.
This session is just Bastion's backstory.
This is how Bastion becomes
Cartwright.
an adventurer. Oh God!
All right. Cartwright's gonna take his scarf off, whip it out to the side,
Whoa!
and I'm gonna go in and try and loop the scarf around Precious, tie it, and try and pull him out of the ooze.
Bastion is blushing.
Troll them out.
All right. Just make a strength check for me,
A
please.
straight strength check. Yes, Cartwright's wizard strength. Here we go. That is a
Precious
5
is fairly small, so it's not
-1 4. Wait, no, I have advantage, right? Because
You
I
do.
haven't rolled that yet.
You do.
That's a 12.
Yeah, that is enough. As you
12.
haul on it and you use every bit of strength that you have as you pull your friend Precious from away from this pseudopod that's
The
kind of
ooze also got
reforming.
advantage. Shadow Tiger didn't want the ooze to feel left out. Thank you,
Oh.
Shadow Tiger.
Thank you, Shadow.
Thank
The
you,
ooze
Shadow
now has
Tiger.
advantage. Thank you, Shadow.
This is really the Ooze's story. Is
Yeah.
what this is. And then
It's gonna put
Cartwright.
on the hat later and just wander off into the sunset.
Can Cartwright I guess that would kind of be my action, right?
Yeah.
Could I combine it with a medicine check to try and stabilize?
Yes, I will say yes.
As you pull
15.
As you
Okay.
pull Precious out, he's gonna just
Technically
slide out of his clothes, but he's wearing like one of those woolly like long john suits with the butt flaps open. And so he just unceremoniously
He's face down.
I'm gonna need that hat. I'll take my hat and put it on his butt.
Bastion just like
it on
tips
fire?
the sword over.
The hat is burned perfectly right at the top, so you can still see straight
You
through.
still see the butt.
Still see it.
as you pull them out,
Well, that's unfortunate.
you put them in the recovery position as like they cough up some slime, and you do manage to kind of stabilize them and open their airways so they continue breathing. So they are
that's my turn.
stabilized. All right. It is Bastion's turn.
It's Saf's turn.
Yeah.
Saf's
Saf's
turn.
Oh my gosh.
And it's really just
It's my first
death
day.
save here. Yeah. Death save. 17.
Nice. That's a success. All right.
All right.
Bastion.
Feeling the weight of the entire universe sitting on Bastion's very large, very broad shoulders. This hulk of a man with his big flame sword and his buckets of anxiety. I am going to just like swing wildly to try and because am I grappled by the ooze?
No, you're not grappled. You just get pulled towards
I just got
it.
yanked closer. Okay. I am going to use, I think I only have one attack at this level. This is true. I am going to smash down with my sword. I'm going to make it two-handed so that I get the 1d10 instead. And I do have Giant's Might as well. Yes. Okay. So that is.
Remember, you also have action surge too.
I do have action
Dig
surge.
deep, Bastion.
Who's never played
True.
me who's never
Dig
played a
deep.
fighter before. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna roll with advantage because thank you for the advantage, Teeny. Okay, that is going to be plus 5 for my longsword. That's gonna be an 18 to hit.
That hits.
Cut that.
Oh, baby, that is a 10 plus 3. That's going to be 13 points of damage.
Nice.
Plus my wait. Plus my Giant's Might. So I get a 1d6. That's going to be an extra 2 damage. So that's 15 damage all up there. And then I am going to use my action surge, and
Okay.
Bastion is going to well up deep inside himself, and he goes, I'm not afraid anymore.
As your first like cut has like cleaved this thing in two, and you can see it's having a very hard time kind of recoalescing its body as your second attack comes. Roll that.
And I'm gonna hit it. Here we go. Okay, that is gonna be plus 5. That's going to be 19.
That hits.
Okay, and I don't think I get my Giant's Might this round because I think it's as once on each of my turns. Got it. Okay, so I just roll the 1d10 plus 3. So that is going to be 7 plus 3 for 10 points of slashing damage.
I always believed in you, Bastion.
10 points, you said? And how much was the first attack again? It was 20 or 14?
It was 15 all up. Yeah.
Nice. Okay, so that is just enough. As you like cut through.
You cut through the ooze, splashing viscous crimson goo everywhere, and the slurping monster like oozes away. We are going to stay in the turn order though, because Precious is stabilized, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Precious is
Owen,
stabilized.
make a death saving throw.
Oh man. Well, this isn't how I wanted to go out at all.
You get a death save. You get a death
That's
save.
an 11. So
Oh, it's a success.
success. Yeah.
So we can move out of initiative order now that we have multiple people stabilized, and the only person who was at threat of dying was Owen with a nat 1. So you all managed to stabilize your friends to not be dying. What would you all like to do?
The question is, are we still unconscious?
Yes.
Okay. So Bastion
Yes.
and Cartwright are the
Bastion
only
and
one
Cartwright are the
conscious.
only one still conscious.
And the horse.
And the horse.
The horse.
The horse is also unconscious, is it not?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Actually, I'm just going to do it quick with
Well.
advantage for the horse.
Okay.
The horse is
I was really
stable.
hoping it had a natural 20 and there'd be a switch as it like
Can Bastion walk up to Dexter and put the rest of the carrot in his mouth and then like manually make him chew?
Yeah, absolutely. Roll a medicine
Some
check.
Zelda
with advantage.
nonsense.
Is this a
medicine
healing
check?
carrot? Is
Actually,
it
you know
a
what? I'm
healing
just going to say flat. You don't even need to do it. These carrots are so juicy and so good that you manually mash this carrot in Dexter's mouth.
Just all the
And kind of-
veins standing
and
out on my
rub-
forearms.
Yeah, rub the throat so it swallows the carrot mash, and you see Dexter's eyes kind of like open a little bit and stare at you, and you, for a brief moment, connect with the spirit of this horse and do hear, "Thank you," as you stare deeply into Dexter's eyes.
But
You
Your Honor,
also,
I
you
love him.
what is Bastion and Cartwright's passive perception?
Ooh.
11.
Passive perception is 12.
Okay, so Cartwright, you faintly hear, "I think they're dead. Bring the next group in." And then after a little bit of time, you hear like the rolling of cartwheels, and then you hear, "Oh no, never mind. Turn them around," and the cartwheels stop. And
They're not
Right
quite
into the
dead
distance.
yet.
So,
So
what would
what
you all
was
like?
I'm unconscious.
Yeah, everyone's unconscious.
did this cart seem like it was here just to get rid of us to bring in new people?
So the Cartwright hears this, that you do
Okay.
hear someone kind of vocally warming up, getting ready to let loose a blood curdling scream, and are cut short right before like the person's like, "Oh no, they're not dead," and they don't scream. And you do hear everyone go, "Places. They're still going."
Well, that. Are we on a set? Are these actors? That's very violent.
Have we been
Probably
punked?
You see a random villager walk past and go, "I really hope you solve this mystery," and then continue walking along. "Good luck, adventurers."
Please help, my friends are dying.
I've been instructed not to get involved.
Oh, that's
Are you one of the extras?
What? No? They run away.
Would it like push on the nearby wall to see if it just like folds in on itself?
Make a strength check.
Nope. 4.
Push on. It's real solid. Real solid.
Real solid. All right. Well, we can at least say the buildings are stable. Let's get our friends stable though. Gonna try and do a medicine check to try and wake somebody up.
Sure.
Ooh, that's nice. 20 to the nearest unconscious person. So let's say
Maybe the cleric.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
You-
last.
How does
Last.
Cartwright wake up Saf?
Casts Mage Hand and starts doing chest compressions with it.
Amazing. I feel like even in unconsciousness, Precious very quietly is mumbling, "Staying alive, staying alive," to make sure that the beat is right.
Staying alive.
As Saf wakes up. Oh, what? Oh, goodness. And I am going to reach out because who is still unconscious? Precious is up.
Owen.
Nope. Oh, Owen is unconscious. Precious is unconscious, and Cartwright and Bastion are up. Okay.
Yeah.
I am going to reach over and I'm gonna.
Although, would you know who Precious is?
No, absolutely
point.
not. You are
You
absolutely
see
correct.
Owen unconscious and a
Person I have no
random
idea.
gray,
Alien, like
I'm gonna
shapeless
wait.
person.
I'm gonna reach over and cast Healing Word on Owen. So that's going to be what's my wisdom bonus here? What do we got? Healing Word. Gotta do this properly if you're a cleric. Plus that's 6 points of healing. To Owen. And then as Saf sits up, who's this be? And what the heck is going on?
That was Precious, actually.
Precious.
Yeah, when they fell unconscious, they just became that. I think that's their true form.
Almost on a weird delay, the door that the ooze came out of goes and opens.
I'm gonna.
Hey, Bastion, door's open.
Oh yeah.
Is my sword still lit?
Does
it run out?
Not
I
sure
think
how that
it
ability
was
works.
just a
It was just for one
one-time
attack.
Hit a
yeah.
One use.
creature.
Oh.
Yeah.
Goliath.
Well, regardless, I'm gonna reach over to
Yeah, it's
Precious
out.
and cast Healing Word as well. And that's I rolled the wrong dice there. That's also gonna be 6 points of healing to Precious.
Oh, wow. It's been a while. Hey, everyone. This is me. I'm so glad to be back. I'm glad to be back. Sorry, I probably should have told you sooner. This is
I feel utterly betrayed.
it's still me. It's still me. I just I like to fit in, and I can change what I look like, what I sound like. This is what I normally sound like. This is my voice. And I realize I should have told you all sooner, but
Do you think they saw the door? Shh. They'll see it. Sure.
Owen walks over and says, kind of gives you a pat on the back. It's okay, bud. The most important thing is to know that your friends will always accept you for who you are, right? And who you are, this gray, amorphous, humanoid.
changeling.
Hey, we love this gray, amorphous changeling.
Bastion.
We love you. We love you, bud.
Bastion will walk up and pick up Precious under his armpits like a toddler and lift him up to his face and say,
You truly are precious.
Just tears streaming down Precious's face.
There, let it out.
Feels good.
You
Me.
You do realize that, like, at this whole time, there's been this like almost imperceptible tone of like dark music, and the music changes to like light violins, and as the light violins pick up,
as the light violins pick up, you all now notice that this wasn't a tavern that was being played at down the road. This wasn't the saloon that was going on. You notice that there are these like in the street lights. You now see that there are these kind of flowing purplish crystals that have been kind of vibrating, generating these sounds. And you definitely hear some panic coming from inside these doors, inside these cellar doors. What are you doing?
Well, Cartwright, putting one hand back on his book and one hand on his wand, with the most useless of magic, starts just kind of
You can comprehend languages.
And sleep.
You can
I was like,
you
"There's
can
nothing to
offensively
fucking
comprehend
read."
language.
Like-
Remember, we all have one hit point.
Comprehend offensive language? Is that what that is?
Cartwright just kind of saunters over and again spits more chewing tobacco because that's the decision I'm making. And he just like moves open the door down into this cellar, kind of like kicking off any of the like excess ooze and shaking it like off of his boot, and starts descending down into the cellar. And he looks back and he goes, "Well,
Bastion, I love you, pal, but could you just put me down so that I can it was a real nice gesture, but I want to go into the house and help."
I'll never forget this moment.
Yeah, this
I'll go
was
first. I'll go first.
you go down."
You and you are all entering this like red lit room. All of a sudden, this red light is coming out of these cellar doors.
Cartwright's gonna call out, "Well, we're here. We fought your ooze thing at the door. If y'all are servants of Vecna or whatever, now's the time."
I mean, is now the time?
All these lanterns along the side of this kind of cellar basement area light up all the way around into this almost like not a domed chamber, but kind of a not cylindrical, spherical chamber opens up in front of you, and there you see the back of a caped figure, and with a dramatic flourish. "So, it was me all along, Lord Josh of Groden. I knew that you would find out, and I lured you here." And then you see him pause for a second, and he looks over and he whispers something very quickly. Make a perception check.
Perception.
If
All
I
of
guess
us?
if I guess what he says, can I just know? Is it the word fines?
Perception check. I
Fine.
am Cartwright.
I'm distracted by the lanterns.
That's
I
a
did you get
flirty
these from the
That's a
red light.
flirty
district?
20.
Flirty 20.
Saffron got an 8
I got an
because
11.
she still knows in map at this point.
I love her. She's perfect.
17 for Bastion.
11 for Precious.
Do any of you speak? Look at your languages. Do any of you speak? Let's see here. Deep speech.
Yeah.
Sure do.
Actually, what?
I do.
Dude, Giannis
So-
went off today.
If you rolled above a 15 and you know deep speech, you would have
Cartwright
heard
is right in it.
the word in this Eldric language for line.
Cartwright goes, "Okay. I
What?
speak deep speech, and I know you're calling for a line. There was somebody outside who wouldn't get involved. This is all an absolute sham. What the heck is going on here? I'm about tired of this right now. My friends are hurt."
Yeah, and if I know anything, it's I know shams. And you see
Precious
that
knows
Precious
shams.
is turned back into the orc form. That's how I feel most comfortable. I just
Oh, it just kind of like sidles up. I can kill you with my brain.
Oh no! Listen, listen. I'm just working. I'm just working for him. Don't actually hurt me, okay? Like that is not cool. I
working
was
for who?
well for the queen,
Of Ravine. That's
the
fun.
queen of Ravine. Yeah.
Queen
Well,
of
this is-
Ravine. Yeah, I'm hitting rhymes all day.
what did you think that the seasonal autumn ball was?
Is it a murder mystery party?
I assumed it was a dance.
No, it's every week we have a certain themed party here in Groden.
And
the
they
queen
always
visits
do
me
with-
before the
with
big
murders
ball.
and stuff.
So yeah,
That
this
dude-
week it was a murder mystery, and
But
you all
it's-
solved it.
Saffron checked. That dude was dead. Did you? Is this an actual murder mystery? That I think you took it a step far.
We got
Yeah, no, she was
with
dead.
blood.
Well, yes, he's dead now, but they, they can be brought back. It's not
Did you
not
kill
that big of a
someone for
deal.
the murder mystery?
Well, they volunteer. I mean, they're very well compensated for hazard pay and all that.
I
We
feel like
have some
we're-
really impressive stunt people.
I feel like we're going to be absolutely accomplices to some sort of murder
Mhm.
or something. I don't like this. I don't want to go to this
Cons-
Queen's Ball anymore. I think
I
we
want-
should go.
No, I want money. Give me money.
Oh,
Give
Well,
me.
yes. We as winners of the murder mystery, you all obviously will be staying at the wonderful Wayfarers Saloon, of course, and in addition, you'll be given a prize package. We even have some nice new horse saddles for Dexter there, and you look
Dexter
back
almost died.
You almost killed our
You
horse.
almost killed our horse.
and Dexter turns to you, and you notice that Dexter changes.
No, the betrayal of the highest order.
Is the
Dexter
horse
changes
Vecna?
The horse a fucking druid?
into a very regal looking elvish woman
No.
and says, this was all very entertaining. I have to admit, I did get a little bit in the thick of it there for a second, but I held on just barely.
You were traveling with us for months.
For months you've been doing
Oh,
this.
No. I did the old switcheroo back in the Moonwood Forest under the fog.
Wait a minute. Then where's our horse?
Where's Dexter?
Dexter is being very well taken care of.
And follow
Dexter is
Did you put him in a stable with eligible bachelorettes? Because he's a single horse.
Oh, there will be plenty of little Dexters running around in no time.
Oh, wow,
But I do want to thank you, and I want to
quick
invite you
moving.
not only tonight in the Wayfarer Saloon, but as guests of honor in our Queen, my seasonal autumn ball. And in addition, I have a very special adventure for all of you now that you've proven yourselves.
Is it real?
This
What?
one will be unforgettable.
I'm
End
not
scene.
hearing the word real.
Well, I do look good in full colors.
Well, as
Oh,
long
that's
as we
my
get our
favorite.
horse back, I get paid. I get compensation for my trauma. Then yes. All right.
You start to hear applause from all around you as all the townsfolk come in. They all lift you up out of the cellar. They're all clapping. You start to kind of crowd surf. You're lifted up as you're all brought through the town square. You can see that the body still hasn't been dealt with. It's still leaning over the gazebo.
Bastion is really having a crisis. He's like got a very far away look.
And you're all taken to the Wayfarers Saloon, where you, I assume you drink yourselves silly. They even bring in Dexter as you know, as again a hero to the town, having participated in this murder mystery dinner.
So funny.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And our adventure ends
Oh
with
my
the
gosh.
triumphant party in Groden. Having been deceived by the queen for her own pleasure and having proven
So funny.
themselves worthy adventurers and
almost
worthy sleuths.
So funny.
And deep-seated trauma for everyone.
Oh yes, 100%.
That's amazing. Oh my gosh.
Well
Dreaming
done.
of bloodbaths.
Well done,
for
everybody.
An
ever.
absolute treat to play with all of you. Thank you so much for coming and joining us for DM Roulette tonight. A chaotic, delightful mess as it always is. These wonderful folks are creators across the internet, so we're going to give them a moment to share what they do. And a big thank you to everyone out in chat for all the bits donated and coming out and supporting the show tonight. We'll go in reverse order that we did with introductions. Jay, where can people find you on the internet?
on the internet, on pretty much any social media. Swole Initiative is my tag. And then if you want to go on Twitch, we are the Swole Initiative Network, where we're bringing a ton of stuff. We're adding new shows all the time, including our part 2 of 2 Halloween Cthulhu two-part shot that'll conclude tomorrow. I wasn't in the first one, so I'll be in this one because I was sick last week. So I will be there. It's set in a modern day setting in a theme park.
Ooh,
it's
very
overrun
fun.
by
Very
rats. So
And y'all have
Very
some
cool.
fantastic campaigns on your network. Fables of Gallia. Oh, Dungeons and Do-Gooders, thank you so much for coming in for the raid. We're gonna send you off because we're almost done here, but thank you so much. As well as Legends of Shalgal and all of the fantastic shows on Swole Initiative Network. Thank you so much for coming to join us tonight, Jay. Such a pleasure to have you. And joining us for the first time tonight, Winter. Thank you so much for coming in tonight. Tell the folks who you are and what you do.
Well, thank you so much for having me. I have been Mistress Winter. You can find me on any social at Mistress Winter. And you can find me on Heroes and Hooligans, where I host a Monster Hearts show called Graffitied Hearts, which will be starting season 2 in January. I am currently doing a bi-weekly show. I'm playing in it the Coyote and Crow with Cybernation Uncensored. And I am going to tease that I'm going to be starting my own stream schedule, my own channel, starting in December. So be on the lookout for that.
So
Very cool.
exciting. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much for joining us tonight, Winter. Such a treat to have you here. And last, certainly not least, Weston. What a treat. Thank you so much for coming and joining us tonight. Where can people find you on the internet?
Glad to be here. My name is Weston. Online, I'm known as Arcane Anthems. I write free RPG music for the community to use in your podcasts, streams, and whatever the heck you want. I also write fun D&D parodies on, on my Instagram or on my TikTok or wherever. And right now, I just released a brand new song called "Win You Over" that is featuring Ginny D. That is a parody of Closer by the Chainsmokers in a D&D format, but done orchestrally. It's actually really cool. Depending,
It's a bop.
Can't wait to listen to it.
in spite of how wild that sounds, but I'm really proud of it. Just came out today, so you can find it everywhere on streaming. "Win You Over" featuring Ginny D. So Arcane Anthems. Shoot me a DM. I love to chat with people.
Amazing. Well, we hope that you all come back and come play with us again sometime. We are going to go raid. We're going to go raid our dear friend Katie, who is doing a stream drive at the moment. Kay Isabel. So we're going to head
She's
on
not
over
doing
to-
a stream drive.
She's not.
That was me saying that you might know, if you don't know Katie already, you might have
Oh,
seen
yes.
Katie on our stream drive last
we go.
year.
I read half
helped
of
us
the
out,
Zoom
yeah.
message and agreed with you immediately. Yes ended. My yes ending just won't stop. So we're gonna go hang out with Katie. Please tell her you can put in the raid message. Blackwater wants you to be safe. One of our mods will pop it up in chat, and you can hang out in an outro screen for that. We are back on Saturday for some world building with Adam, where he creates more stuff that he's gonna break.
What? No.
No. As the end of the world is coming for our interim campaign, which you can find next Monday.
It came
Thank you all so much for joining us tonight. And we hope your week is a little bit more chaotic. Thank you so much for joining us, everyone, tonight. Stick around for the raid. Talk to you soon. Good night. Bye.
See ya.